From divines to Star of the Light, Natalia, Alba, beloved ones, we are at the entrance of one of the most important thresholds of the year, August's fierce frequencies, which descend from the golden solar encoded Elohim worlds, together with the 8-8 passage, will be an activator and reconnector month for many of us, working with the retrieval of our DNA's simultaneous original coding. A month filled with wonders but also planetary challenges like never before. Trust and acting within divine love and integrity, always in coherence with our soul, is essential to navigate this month, and all is being created around it to bring more confusion and illusion. Shield yourself with the 12th dimensional pillar, using the blue shield, expanding it from your soul portal, is required to help you remain soul-aligned and governed. It is not protection. It is self-conscious creation of healthy boundaries to keep your field replenished and in flow, neutralizing lower energies. My guides recommend for all who are guided a hemimorphite to support our soul portal, as it is the frequency Earth is heading into. Individually, for the ascending soul, August holds unique activations for those ready to finally anchor themselves in a more simultaneous timeline, reconnecting with more evolved dimensions as they too continue transfiguring their light bodies and embodying higher levels of love, wisdom, and power. The coming 8-8 passage is taking us further into our light body reconnection process, initiating many and completely new levels of consciousness, maneuvering in new illumined dimensions to continue acting as new Earth's living bridges. For during this time, even if chaos seems to reign, many are the new Earth detours being created, as well as the loving infusions we are receiving from our White Elohim family and many other benevolent races. We are not alone in our current planetary transition. Planetarily, new Arcturian crystals are being seeded in new locations, as well as the Venusian violet-pink planetary shield that now sustains Earth's new harmonic frequency for all crossing into new dimensional spaces, and for the ones who are still here to be supported, as we move our consciousness out of the 3D and 4D illusion. Many of you will begin the process of DNA reconnection, being assisted by these crystals to move into a new harmonic space, while others will start embodying the essence of your 13th DNA strand, or subsequent process of 15th DNA strands essences interweaving, which facilitates consciousness migration, as the guides call the shift in consciousness that originally occurs when we are ready to move into a more evolved state of being, residing in a more open time and space. As ascending souls, our consciousness is already dwelling in a different time and space. Not because of that should we deny or fragment ourselves from what is taking place on Earth, for we came here to precisely assist where required. August, with its universal 9 frequency, reminds us that we are still navigating between worlds, planetarily and personally, as many of you continue releasing relationships that have fulfilled their purpose, spaces you no longer have an agreement with, and everything in your present reality that has become energetically obsolete. The energies of August will especially have an impact on many countries that are still shifting their template, frequency, and even geopolitically speaking, as the eclipses and the frequencies of August will have a tremendous impact at that level. If we envision all that is and will continue to take place from a 3D view, we will only find chaos, not the new seeds being born of it. Seeds we will see at divine timing, for they are invisibly growing to create our new Earth's template, as many of you are already witnessing in the field. The frequency that will continue unfolding during this month has been making its presence felt strongly for a couple of weeks now. Even if, as humans, we continue to rely on linearity, everything is already happening. When we awaken our time codes and our consciousness shifts towards a more timeless dimension, we can envision, even without asking or realizing it, what will take place in what we call the future. It is not predicting, as that involves lower astral forces. For that which is not benevolent will never tell the future, since the future is subject to what we desire to create in each moment, and to what we ultimately decide, within the many possibilities that exist, and we choose as conscious beings. It is living from simultaneity in the present moment, where everything is intertwined, where everything is happening now. And it is from that place, from the now, that we sometimes feel what takes place. That is why many of us are feeling the month of August, not only as profound personal activation, but as a frequency that will trigger massive and challenging processes on planet Earth, especially with the eclipses, and in the countries where the eclipses will be visible, such as Spain, where we are already seeing many changes. The eclipses in August are connecting to the eclipse that will take place on February 21st, 2027, affecting mostly the same areas, for it is the completion of the changes that are beginning now in these areas. As I shared in the August Cosmic Report recently, it will trigger a profound revolution in these areas. I will deepen as we step into August. We are living in a time when merging with our unified self, who resides in a synchronistic time, is essential for us not to look only at what seems not to work, for there are also important and benevolent planetary advancements growing out of what seems to be disordered, for all has its divine perfect order behind it all. Stay strong in your power, beloveds. This is the time we all knew was going to come, for it is what it takes to rebuild an entire reality and planetary template. As guides recently shared in a transmission, and they reminded me of it as I wrote this post for all. Trust, even when everything seems to be against you, even when things do not appear to align with your soul's desires, and all seems out of alignment. Trust in a higher power and intelligence, one that knows what is intertwining and weaving so that in the end, everything serves the highest good and purpose of all. Trust even when you cannot see, for faith lies in trusting that the unseen is stronger than what appears to be in the physical reality. For the truth is that the benevolence of the unseen is far greater than the darkness of the seen, and so we trust. May you continue feeling and holding love for all, beloveds. May you create a wonderful and expansive August with an infinite love from NataliaElba.com.